Good morning, guys. Now we are discussing now in the chapter Unit 3 runoff computation and runoff empirical formula. Today we will discuss clearly. Guys, here the uh, runoff computations and runoff empirical formula. In the past, many empirical formula have been developed, but these are applicable only to the region where they were derived. Furthermore, caution must be taken in their application if the characteristics of the region have been subjected to man-made disturbance, settlement, land use pattern change, something. These are essentially rainfall runoff relationships with additional thought or fourth parameter to account for climatic or catchment characteristics. Some of the important empirical runoff estimation formula used in various parts of India are given below. Here, Benny's percentages. Sir Alexander Benny measured the runoff from a small catchment near Nagapur, area of 16 kilometers square, during 1869 to 1872, and developed curves of cumulative runoff against cumulative rainfall. The two curves were found to be similar. From these, he established a percentage of runoff from rainfall. These percentages have been used in Madhya Pradesh and Vidarbha region of Maharashtra for the estimation of yield. The second is the Barlow's table. Barlow, the first chief engineer of Hydroelectric Survey of India 1915, on the basis of his study in small catchments area 130 kilometers square in Uttar Pradesh, expressed runoff as R is equal to KB into P, where KB is the runoff coefficient, which depends upon the type of catchment and the nature of monsoon, and P is the rainfall. Here the table Barlow's runoff coefficient KB in percentage. Here developed for use in UP, source Subramaniam 2008. Here class A, description of catchment, flat, cultivated and absorbed soil. Here KB percentage, season 1 7, season 2 10, season 3 15. And class B, flat, partly cultivated and still soil, session 1 12, session 2 15, session 3 18. And here average catchment also 16, 20, 32. Hills and plains with little cultivation 28, 35, 60. And very hilly, steep and no cultivation 36, 45, 81. Here session 1 means light rain, no heavy downpour. And session 2 is average or varying rainfall or no continuous downpour. Here season 3 continuous downpours. Now Strange's table. Strange 1892 studied the available rainfall and runoff in the border areas of present day Maharashtra and Karnataka, and has obtained yield ratios as functions of indicators representing catchment characteristics. Catchments like classified as good, average and bad according to the relative magnitudes of yield they give. Two methods using tables for estimating the runoff volume in a season are given. Runoff volume, runoff volume from total monsoon season rainfall. A table giving the runoff volumes for the monsoon period, that is yield during monsoon season, for different total monsoon rainfall values and for the three classes of catchment. Good, average and bad is given table 9.28. The correlation equations of best fitting lines relating percentage yield ratio to precipitation could be expressed as here strangest table of total monsoon rainfall and estimated runoff sources. In this table, I will give you explain uh, total total monsoon rainfall and the total monsoon rainfall and inches and millimeters, processing of runoff rainfall, good catchment, average catchment, and bad catchment, and total monsoon rainfall inches, total monsoon rainfall in millimeters, percentage of runoff to rainfall. See, yes, good catchment, average catchment, and bad catchment. This is the table indicates the above. Here, guys, since there is no appreciable runoff due to the rains in the dry non-monsoon period, the monsoon season runoff volume is recommended to be taken as annual yield of the catchment. This table could be used to estimate the monthly yields also in the monsoon season. However, it is to be used with the understanding that the table indicates a relationship between cumulative monthly rainfall starting at the beginning of the season and cumulative runoff, that is double masker relationship. Here estimating the runoff volume from daily rainfall. In this method, strange in a most intuitive way recognizes the role of antecedent antecedent moisture in modifying the runoff volume due to the rainfall event in a given catchment. Daily rainfall event are considered and three states of antecedent moisture conditions prior to the rainfall event as dry, damp, and wet are recognized. The classification of these three states is as follows: written process and transition from day to damp, and 6 mm rainfall in the last 1 day, 25 mm in the last 7 days, 12 mm in the last 3 days, 38 mm in the last 10 days. Transition from damp to wet: 8 millimeter rainfall in the last 1 day, 25 millimeter in the last 3 days, 20 mm in the last 2 days, 38 mm in the last 5 days. Direct transition from dry to wet: whenever 64 mm rainfalls on the previous day or on the same day. Drying process: transition from wet to damp: 4 millimeter rainfall in the last 1 day, 12 millimeter in the last 4 days, 6 mm in the last 2 days, 20 mm in the last 5 days. Transition from damp to dry: 3 mm rainfall in the last 1 day, 12 millimeters in the last 3 days, 6 mm in the last 3 days, 50 mm in the last 10 days. The percentage daily rainfall that will result in runoff for average yield producing catchment is given in table 19.2b. For good yield producing and bad yield producing catchments add are deduct to 25% of the yield corresponding to the average catchment. Here stands a table of runoff volume from daily rainfall for an average catchment source, Subramaniam 2018. Here, percentage of daily rainfall mm, for example, 6 mm, 13 mm, 19 mm, 25, 32 extra. Here, runoff volume to daily rainfall when original state of the ground was dry 0, damp some, wet 8. For example, percentage of rainfall 19 mm, dry 0, damp 8, and wet 16. This is the next uses of the strangest table. Strangest monsoon rainfall runoff table for estimating daily runoff corresponding to daily rainfall even are in use in parts of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Next, Inglis and D'Souza formula. Inglis and D'Souza formula. As a result of careful stream gauging in 53 sites in Western India, Inglis and D'Souza 1929 evolved to regional formula between annual runoff R in centimeter and annual rainfall P in centimeter as follows. For GOT regions of Western India, R is equal to 0.85 P minus R 30.5. For Deccan Plateau, R is equal to 1 by 254 P or P minus 17.8. Here, uh, Kashol's formula. Kashol. Khosla in 1960 analyzed the rainfall runoff and temperature data for various catchments in India and USA to arrive at an empirical relationship between runoff and rainfall. The time period is taken as a month. Is relationship for monthly runoff is RM is equal to PM minus LM. Because here LM is equal 0.48 TM for TM greater than 4.5 degrees centigrade, where RM is equal to monthly runoff in centimeter and RM greater than or equal 0. PM is equal monthly rainfall in centimeter. LM is equal to monthly losses in centimeter. TM is equal mean monthly temperature of the catchment in degrees centigrade. Here for TM less than or equal to 4.5 degrees centigrade, the loss may previously be assumed as annual runoff is equal to sigma RM. Khosala's formula is indirectly based on the water balanced concept, and the mean monthly catchment temperature is issued to reflect the losses due to evapotranspiration. The formula has been tested on a number of catchments in India and is found to give fairly good results for the annual yield for use in preliminary studies. Now, rational method. Consider a rainfall of uniform intensity and a very long duration occurring over a basin. The runoff rate gradually increases from 0 to a constant value as indicated in figure 19.1. Here, volume of the 2 hectare portions are equal. Here, rainfall, here runoff and rainfall rates. Here, peak value and runoff, here recession and of a rainfall. And runoff hydrograph due to uniform rainfall. These figure sources from Subramanya and 2018. The runoff increases as more and more flow from remote areas of the catchment reach the outlet, designating the time taken for a drop of water from the farthest part of the catchment to reach the outlet as TC is equal time of concentration. It is obvious that if the rainfall continues beyond temperature, the runoff will be constant under the peak value. The peak value of the runoff is given by QP is equal to CAI FRT is equal to greater than or equal to TC, where C is coefficient of runoff is equal to runoff by rainfall. A is the area of the catchment and I is the intensity of rainfall. This is the basic equation of the rational method. Using the commonly used units EQ is written for field application is QP is equal 1 by 3.6 C IT TC RPA, where QP is equal to peak discharge meter cube per second. Here C is equal to coefficient of runoff and the mean intensity of precipitation millimeter per hour for a duration equal to temperature and an exceedance probability P. A is equal to drainage area in kilometer square. The use of this method to compute QP requires three parameters, that is equal to temperature and TCP and C. Time of concentration TC. Kirpich equation 1940 This is the probably used formula relating the time of concentration of the length of the travel and slope the catchment as in Kirpich equation 1940. This is the popularly used formula relating the time of concentration of length of travel and slope of catchment as 0.01947. L is equal to 0.77 S to the power of minus 0.385, where Tc is the time of concentration in minutes, L is the maximum length of travel of water M, and S is the slope of catchment. Delta H or L, in which delta H is the difference in elevation between the most remote point on the catchment and the outlet. Rainfall intensity. Rainfall intensity. The rainfall intensity, the rainfall intensity corresponding to a duration and the desired probability of exceedance P, that is return period T is equal to 1 by P, is found from the rainfall frequency duration relationship for the given catchment area. This relationship is given as ATX by is equal to TC plus A to the power of n, where k, small a, small x, and n are coefficients specific to a given area. The recommended frequencies for various types of structures used in watershed development projects in India are as below. Here, frequencies for various type of structures in India. For example, return period, yes, here the types of structure: storage and diversion dams having permanent spillways. Here return periods here 50 to 100, and earth dams having natural spillways 25 to 50 years, and stock water dams 25 years. Small pyramid masonry and vegetated waterways 10 to 15 years. Terrace outlets and vegetated waterways 10 years, field diversions 15 years. Runoff coefficient C. The coefficient C represents the integrated effect of the catchment losses and hence it depends upon the nature of the surface slope and rainfall intensity. Some typical values of C are indicated here. Like here, urban area lawns, sandy soil flat 2%, value of C is 0.05 to 0.10. Sandy soil steep 7%, the value of C is 0.15 to 0.20. Heavy soil average 2.7%, the value of C is 0.18 to 0.22. Residual areas, single family areas, and multi units attached, industrial, light and heavy. Here guys, uh, uh, residential areas, single family areas, the value of C is 0.302 to 0.50. The multi units are attached, value for C is 0.602 to 0.75, and industrial light, the value of C is 0.50 to 0.80, and heavy, the value is for C is 0.60 to 0.90, and the streets, the value of C is 0.70 to 0.95. Here agriculture area flat. Tight clay cultivated woodland, the value of C is 0.50 for cultivated and woodland is 0.40. Sandy loam cultivated woodland 0.20 to 0.10. Hilly tight clay cultivated 0.70, woodland 0.60, sandy loam cultivated 0.40, and woodland the value of C is 0.30. The above equation values of the coefficient C in equation, and here The vegetative cover and slope and soil texture, sandy loam, clay and silty loam, or stiff clay. The cultivated land values and pasture land values and the forest land values tabulated here. Here, agriculture and forest land covers. Equation assumes a homogeneous catchment surface. If, however, the catchment is non-homogeneous but can be divided into distinct subareas, each having a different runoff coefficient, then the runoff from each subarea is calculated separately and merged in a proper time sequence. In such cases, a weighted equivalent runoff coefficient as below is used, whereas the areal extent of the subarea I having a runoff coefficient C and N is number of subareas in the catchment. The rational formula is found to be suitable for peak flow protection in small catchments up to 50 kilometers square in area. It finds considerable application in urban drainage designs and in the design of small culverts and bridges. Cook's method. Cook used a different approach to estimate the runoff from small agriculture areas. In this method, the runoff characteristics of a watershed are examined under four categories: relief, infiltration, vegetative cover, and surface storage. Based on observations of peak floods from agriculture areas, numerical values have been assigned to various conditions of above categories by various investigators. Steps. The sum of sigma and W of the numerical values assigned to the watershed characteristics is obtained. Runoff curves relating runoff with drainage area for sigma W values are then entered with the drainage area of sigma water, sigma W, and the value of peak runoff for a 10 years of recurrence interval is obtained. This peak runoff value is then modified for recurrence interval and geomorphic characteristics by the formula Q is equal P dot R dot F, where Q is peak runoff for a specified Ri and geomorphic location. P is a peak runoff obtained in step 2. R is a geomorphic rainfall factor based on longitude and latitude. F is a recurrence interval factor. Return period years 10, the factor F is 1.0. Return period years 25, the factor F is 1.2. Return period year 50, the factor F is 1.4. Guys, here relationship between drainage area and runoff are given the source Suresh. Thank you guys. In this section, the relationship between drainage area and runoff for a given Ri, here the above picture. Drainage area, we have to draw the runoff and drainage area in hectares, runoff meters cubes per second. So guys, so in this class I completed like the runoff computation, empirical formula, tables and curves. Thank you guys. Next class I will explain remaining things.